What is up? It is Red, the Rideshare Ginger, coming right back at you. It is March 13th. It's 7:45 a.m. I am on my way home, just finishing up shift here. And first, just want to say, like I told you before, this next video, I'm going to announce the winner of the gift card. So we're just going to do that right off the top here. I threw the names that commented on the video you're supposed to into a random generator and popped up the first name. First name was Sleeping Elephant. So Sleeping Elephant, nice $25 gift card. Email me, reach out to me somehow. Let me know your info. If you're a Chicago driver, I'll try to meet up with you. If you're not, we'll find a way to get you that gift card, whether it's mailing it to you or doing some sort of e-gift card. So we'll take care of that some way or another. But Sleeping Elephant, you're the first winner, and I'm already at 92 subscribers, so that second gift card is right around the corner. 100 subscribers, and we pop out the next one. All right, so it is a wet Wednesday, and I was hoping to make a killing downtown, but I did a lot sleeping, like I've been doing to catch the first morning trip, any type of premium, either XL or Select, and I caught a Lux. And it went to Naperville. So I did some trips out in Naperville, and then I said, screw it, let's go home, I'm tired. No reason to spin my wheels out here, and when I can go get caught up on a little bit of sleep. So not a whole lot to talk about as far as earnings, but I've been consistently doing $500 Wednesdays, or $500 Fridays, not Wednesdays. $500 Fridays every time I go out. It seems like at least 500, sometimes close to 6, sometimes clear at 6. And that's on normally 18 to 20 hours. So it's not like I'm out there doing 10 hours and pumping out that kind of cash, but it's good, solid cash. But I need to comment real quick on the new destination filter in Chicago. So if you didn't notice yesterday in Chicago, or if you're not in Chicago, and it may have been other markets too, but Chicago's the one I'm aware of. I think I saw LA may have been the same way, but Chicago for sure. Starting tomorrow, you use a destination filter and your earnings will be reduced on those rides. There's no specific amount. Yes, it says 30% in the illustration that they give and the example, but there's no, it says it can be more than that, it can be less than that. You won't know until you go to try to use that destination filter. And everyone's spitting doom and gloom about this new feature. I am cautiously optimistic about it. I think this could be positive for those of us that don't need the destination filters. Yes, I like them. Yes, I use them. I don't need them. So for me, you start breaking down the numbers and I don't know, because if you didn't read up on it, what they're going to do is, so let's say it's a 30% discount. That 30% is going to then go to the drivers who do not use a destination filter in that week. I believe it's weekly. They do not use a destination filter in that week. That money is going to be split up amongst all those drivers. So simple math on it, you know, you got 65,000 drivers in Chicago, or roughly somewhere around there. Uber last year did $50 billion in gross bookings. And so just being like, running the numbers, being kind of conservative in my opinion, you call it 1.5% of Chicago. Let's say Chicago does 1.5% of that 50 billion. It could be more, it could be less, but let's say it's 1.5%. And then drivers keep roughly 60%. Uber keeps roughly 40%, sometimes more, sometimes less. I like to go with the conservative number, 60%. So you work out that 50 billion, 1.5%, and then you take another 60% of it, divide that out amongst 52 weeks, and then the number that I used was 20,000 for the drivers. If there's 65,000, I would say, you know, you could say 20,000 are going to do one ride in Chicago and not use any destination filters all week. And so you end up with about $25 additional per week for drivers. I think that's a conservative number. If 1.5% is truly what Chicago does on those gross bookings. If Chicago's only doing 0.5%, then it's a different story. But I don't know. I find it hard to believe there's 65,000 drivers registered to Chicago, that there's going to be more than 20,000 doing a trip in Chicago and not using a destination filter. That's a lot. Because you got to think there's 65,000 registered. How many drivers aren't even actually driving anymore? that are of those registered drivers? And then how many of them are only suburbs drivers but have Chicago registered? So, I don't know. I'm cautiously optimistic. I could be way off base. It might be 5 cents that we get back. Who knows? But I'm going to be a driver who is not using a destination filter, at least in that first period of time. If it's that week, I think it's weekly is what it said. I'll have to go back and read it. But I'm not going to use a destination filter. I'm going to see what happens. I don't drive enough early mornings that I feel like I need to use that destination filter, and that I'm going to get screwed by not doing it on a frequent basis. I've gone, you know, without a destination filter in the mornings to knock out some CTs, to knock out some surge, and not been taken out of the surge area, not been taken out of downtown. So yes, I will get taken out at some point, and it's going to happen. But I'm not going to let it ruin my day, and I'm going to make it work. Because I want to see how much I'm going to get back from these savings. I mean, it's at 30%, it could be more. If they're doing 50%, holy shit. That is going to be a large amount of earnings shared amongst those drivers that are not using destination filter. For all you know, it could be 5,000 drivers. And then that 25 just turned into $100 that you just got additional that week. That's going to be better than any quest that I'm going to hit. So, I don't know. I'm interested. I'm curious. We won't know till we know. But, I don't know. If I were you, I would try not to use a destination filter and see if you can take part in those earnings. But if you feel like you need it, I'm not going to use one, so you'll be able to see from my side, unless I fuck up. I mean, there's a chance I fuck up and use one. But hopefully I do it right. I don't use a filter. And you'll be able to see from my side how much you're earning, and then you can get an idea of whether it makes sense or not for you and your business. But until next time, like, comment, share, send me emails if you've got any questions. But thanks for watching the videos. I appreciate it. And let's get those 8 more subscribers, get to that 100 so I can give out some more money. Thanks, guys.